So today I'm in my bathroom. We're going to be fixing the bathroom today. My main goal is to get the floor completely solid for today. And then if I have energy enough, I want to put the peel and stick tile down. Now we have some rot in the floor, of course. I believe since this cabinet over here is from 2006, I believe that they probably put this flooring down in 2006. I think they probably fixed the floor. So we have a hole here. I've already removed this floor because it was bad. And here's where it gets really, really bad. And it looks worse than it is because I put this on it. Minwax wood hardener. Don't know what exactly this is, but it makes a solid surface. It like petrifies the wood, makes it very solid so that you can fill the holes in it. What I did was I hammered away and chipped away all of the pieces that were delaminated of the plywood. This is out of the scope of my ability. I would have to replace everything in here and probably cost about $5,000 to replace everything in here. That's out of our budget and out of my ability. So what I did was I removed all of the rotten pieces, and it does look worse than it is because this makes wood kind of like black looking. But we cleaned this up really well before, and I poured this hardener probably 5 or 6 times. This wood is solid. We're gonna put a much better water seal in this bathroom so this doesn't happen again. It wasn't sealed up well at all, even though I did try when I came here to fill in any gaps or whatever. Well, this time I'm gonna go around, put peel and stick on the floor, but before that I'm gonna put waterproof silver tape that has a sticky backing on it, that it doesn't let water through. Like, I've patched pools with it and ponds with it, so it does not let water through. It's got a butyl, it's called butyl tape, and anything that you attach it to, you're going to regret if you have to ever take it off because it is permanent for real. You can use it on RV windows and the things that move because it's flexible. This floor is flexible. I'm gonna use it on this floor on all the joints, try to smooth some of the stuff out. For some reason, and I've seen other people do it on videos, they did put a lot of water putty down, like Durham's water putty. They put it almost on like half of the floor. I don't know if that was to make it waterproof, but what I've read about Durham's is it's not waterproof. It does absorb water. So when you have something that absorbs water around wood, that might not be good. So I am going to go over the pieces that I can't chip off with a hammer or a, I've got some pretty bad pieces in here. I'm going to go over that with the waterproof tape, and I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. Our problem areas, of course, are around the toilet. Anywhere there's water attached. The sink is good. The sink hasn't leaked. Where's my wood? There's no wood in here. No, that's not wood. Here. Knock on wood. The sink has not leaked. This floor has leaked. It was the cardboard floor. I'm not sure, you know, the particle board. I'm not sure why they didn't replace this. They went all the way up to here and stopped with the new plywood. Nice plywood, inch thick. What's down there? I can't see. It's probably some linoleum. Oh, it's like a thin little Luan sheet. I don't know why they did that. No idea. Anyway, this is the floor. The ground. What's that pipe? I can't see anything. What's that? Oh, that's a hurricane strap to strap our house down so it doesn't blow away. Mobile home. So anyway, I put this wood hardener on, and this, I chipped out everything that's rotten, like soft. Nothing here is soft. It's all good. I'm going to put that waterproof silver tape around here, and then I'm going to caulk it after I then put the floor on, the peel and stick, and then caulk it again. So it's gonna have like 2 layers of caulk and silver tape around it. So I bought a board that is 1 inch thick. It's not as wide though, so we're gonna have to filler that in. But it's gonna go here. We're gonna just make a little hole for that pipe on one side there and slide it in. And then I have some more chipping. Out to do right there. And I have a machine to do that, an oscillating saw, so it should be a lot easier. I need a sawzall is what I need for this. But the oscillating saw has really saved me like 5 or 6 hours of work, because literally I'm taking a hammer and a chisel or a pry bar to get that out, because it's really terrible. So this is what this looks like, and this has all been treated, so this is very hard. There is no moving that right there. There is a little play in here, which is fine, but I don't have any wood to put here. So my mom brought this over. It's like a rigid foam. I'm squeezing it very hard. This is a rigid foam. So I'm going to use some of this. And then I have some of this, which is that old vinyl peel and stick. It's very thick. And that'll be like my top. And in between the layers, of course, I'm going to caulk the crap out of that. I have some plywood that came with the house. It was underneath the cabinets, just kind of laid in there, not doing anything. But here, we cut this piece down. I wanted it to go under the wall here. He's going to screw this in, and then I'm going to put caulking on here and adhesive, construction adhesive, and I have sheets right there of this, and I'm going to place to shore up that floor. And then all the seams right here are going to get caulked and silver taped, so it should be waterproof. Everything here is going to get the silver tape treatment, and then caulking, and then the flooring, and then more caulking. So, and then these walls, kind of rotten. This is a paneling that comes in a lot of mobile homes. I actually like this. It's easy to paint, but this is rotten. It's not rotten. It's just had some water damage. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or replace this, but this is where our water heater is. And we do have a new water heater. When we moved in, we had the plumber put it in. So my mom, thank you, Mother, for saving all of her insulation, not insulation, her packing stuff from when she gets packages. I'm going to use this. This is like sound deadening foam. I'm going to use this as insulation in this wall. And this is where we created a kitty bathroom on top of our water heater. Here's our water heater down here. It's very little because it's a mobile home. And then there is Kitty's hole for her, you know, her hidey hole for her poopy. And her box is in there. But this needs to be, see, I already put some of that silver tape here very early on. It's hot in here because it's exposed to the outside, and we need to just make it better. Oh, Kitty got her hair stuck on there. Yeah, we just need to shore that up a little better, seal it up, seal that up. Somebody ripped the tape out, probably Kitty. But yeah, we're gonna do better here. And you'll see it, it's all piecemealed together, but in the end, it'll be good. Right now, and I do have some foam here. This is very, very hard foam. Like, I'm squeezing with all my might. And this is going to fill any spaces that I have in the floor that we don't walk on. So like if I have a 1/2 inch here, I'm just going to cut this down and stuff it in and caulk it. And that'll be good. Because this, you see the wall comes out farther than that. I can't get much more of that out to put on top of that beam. But thankfully they've already replaced this board here. They put a cross board in, so I can just screw it to that and then there's another crossboard right there. I'm gonna screw it into that, and then, yeah, this should be good. I'm isolated from my family, so my daughter made me a "We love you, Mommy" picture. That's beautiful, Abigail. Thank you.
This is
Yeah.
This is Rafael. This is Daddy, and this is you.
Thank you, Abigail. That's beautiful. I'll be out of here in a little bit.
These are stars.
Uh-huh.
This is a constellation of me. These are fireworks.
Oh, almost 4th of July, yeah. Thank you, Abigail. Okay, I pieced together 4 layers of this floor to finally make it even here. And I'm going to take the silver tape and do all of the seams and up to here, just so this corner's done. I have to caulk in here and up the wall a little bit, but before that I'm going to slide in that insulation. So tape, wait for that to, there's a lot of caulking under here and construction adhesive to seal this in. It's pretty solid. It's solid, it ain't moving anywhere, that's good. And then I'm going to put my real floor, my sticky tile over top of this and all the way down. This whole area right here is going to have the silver tape in it with the caulking. So I'm going to caulk into here, put the insulation here, probably flip this back down, and I'm going to put tile all the way up to about here. Wall tile. This should scooch up in there perfectly, but I feel like I'm gonna have a problem actually pushing it up, but we'll see. That might make it easier. See why it's a mess, because half the board stayed there and half of it ripped off. But I'm gonna keep trying to scooch it up in there. Alright, perfect. Still have to caulk down up underneath it here, but yeah, this fit great. Free insulation from stuff that got shipped to my mom, free foam, so great. Right now, even without caulking, this completely eliminated 100% of the hot air that was blowing in on me from the outside, because there was literally a bunch of hot air that was blowing, so, and now it is not. It's actually getting cool over here from the air conditioning, so that's nice. The only thing I'm worried about, and I'm not really worried about it, but where I put the foam, it didn't sink down all the way, so there is a bump. There is a bump. Not too worried about it though, honestly, because it's soft, and if we do step on it, it's not going to crack that flooring, but it may be noticeable. I don't care. This is gonna work. This is solid. So I'm happy with this. Alright, I've got 2 plastic cutting boards that I am going to silver tape in here and then caulk around, and then I'm going to put this wall back down. Just keep some kind of blockage on the bottom of here, a little more stability, a little more airproof, a little more waterproof. Okay, I have to do this back wall later after I move. I've been sitting here for 2 hours. So I do have this corner done. There is this bow in here, but I have a crown stapler. I'm going to go down and staple everything in. And then this wall, I'm going to take the, cut it probably about right there. Take the rest of that trim off. Seal up this corner. And then it's going to get some tiling right here. And then I will stop here at the edge of this wall, put caulking in it, put this trim back, just make sure it's very, very sealed. So on this side, this has got the caulk treatment on this side. I gotta wait for that to dry. Right here is my board. Right there's my hose. Hadar is cutting a hole in the board right now. And then it's gonna go up under here. There's gonna be about, I didn't get a wide enough board. So there's gonna be maybe 1/2 inch where there's gonna be, and I can see what they did. They needed 1/2 inch and they just put a piece of, what is that? Is that drywall? Or is it an inch of caulking? It's awful white. I don't know. They put something there. That's fine. I don't care. This floor joist was put in by them so they could replace the floor, but they just didn't go all the way back. Look at all that cardboard floor in there. And I have no underbelly right here. It just fell right down onto the floor. I'm pretty sure when the, because everywhere where I've had to replace things is everywhere the plumber went. So I'm pretty sure he just like tore out the underbelly. He didn't care. It's not his house. So I'm gonna vacuum the rest of this stuff up that's on this ledge here. I'm gonna leave all this stuff down there. Hopefully we can replace the insulation and the underbelly. It's gonna be about $1,000 to do it ourselves with the materials. And by ourselves, I mean Hadar. So our 30 is $700 for what we need. $730. We could probably get away here in Florida with our 19, maybe even our 13. All right, so we got this board cut, and like I suspected, there's a big gaping hole. Got this real stiff styrofoam. It's gonna go up in there, and then scrap furring strip's gonna go on top of it. Hey guys, so I had an iron infusion today. I'm super tired because I didn't sleep at all last night, but Kitty is peeing on our clothes. So that is her house up there. She can't get to it, and I can't put a table in here right now, so I need to get this done ASAP so I can put the table in. So this right here, I'm gonna try to level the floor. If you can see, it's very sticky. I've been washing it, scrubbing it, and then drying it off. There's a lot of like adhesive and dirt on the floor. It won't stick to dirt, so I gotta get dirt off. Scraping the edges to get the old linoleum out and taking the stuff out. That's going to get very caulked because on the other side of that I had fixed a wall or a floor that didn't have any flooring in it. The bug situation, we had lots and lots of little tiny, they're like water roaches. I don't even know. They're the kind that the butt sticks up. Like they have their butt stuck up in the air. Kind of like the ants that have their butt stuck in the air. We have little tiny red ants. Tiny, 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 microscopic almost in here. So everything's going to get sealed. It's going to get the borax treatment, the caulking. I'm going to seal up these air vents better. They were sealed actually. They did have some silver tape on them, but not enough, and it's old and it's had hair and stuff in it. Lots of trash down in the vents. Why would anybody put floor vents in is beyond me. Like, whoever thought of this, right? Like, why not wall vents or, you know, just put them in the ceiling? I know it's a lot more expensive if you have them in the ceiling, but it would be so much easier if they were, like, not on the floor to get trash in them. So they put putty down on the floor because there's a huge discrepancy of this board to this board, and I don't want to knock that out because I'm going to be here fixing it forever. So I do have my waterproof tape with that backing on it, and I have what's this, duct tape. So I'm going to start leveling the floor out just so I can put the peel and stick tile on it. There is a huge bump here. So I'm going to go along with caulking and just try to like graduate it out. You know what I mean? Feather it out so there's not there's not a huge ridge. That's the only thing that's going to mess the tile up, is if you have ridges, it'll break. It'll break the tile. So, got some generic caulking. This obviously is not as good. This is Dollar Tree stuff. It is not as good as like the DAP stuff, because when I put it in my battery operated caulk gun, it just keeps pouring out. It's like really watery or something. It feels and looks like the same thing, but it's very different for some reason. But this is only $1, so I can use it in excess. Also, another bug that we have been having in the bathroom, hallway, kitchen are the little, even are there? They're like little gnats. Like fruit bugs or something.
They're attracted to fresh food.
Yeah. Or maybe rotten food.
Well, no, because we cleared the fridge out a few weeks ago and they just kept coming.
Yeah. So we've been having that. They're coming up. I've watched them. I sealed the hole underneath the sink. I watched like 5 or 6 fly in while I was trying to seal the hole with that expanding foam. I watched them come in. So they're like under the house trying to get in. So everything, it just needs to be sealed up. The last thing that I have to seal up, I sealed up this hole, that hole, and that hole. This is the vent. Gonna seal that as well, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. This tub, behind the tub, in front of the tub, behind the dryer, there's just a big gaping hole, and I have to figure out how to shut that off from the house, because it's just, that is where all of our problems is right now.
Right
yes.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you go deeper, there's like, let me show. This is on the other side of the wall. I ripped the wall out. So there's a foot back here, 8 inches back here, and then back behind here, you can just get right into the, under the tub. And I don't know if there's a floor under there or not. I can't even get in there to see what's going on. Maybe Hadar can stick a camera in there or something. I cannot see what's going on in there, so I don't know if there's a floor but underneath the tub, under the house, there's this weird box contraption that has a pipe in it. And I have no idea what they're doing with any of that. It's like a wooden, it looks like a coffin. I don't know. And it's got like a pipe going into it. I have no idea what that is for. I've never seen that before. But that's something that they did when they fix a floor probably. Anyway, back from infusion. I didn't die. I actually feel pretty good. Haven't been getting sick with these either. And you could have a pretty serious reaction to it. This is like one of the ones that you have a reaction and die. But I feel pretty good. And I've had, this is my 4th one in 6 months, I think, because she gave me one last week. She's getting very aggressive with it so I can stop having low iron. Anyway, feel pretty good. Now I'm going to tape and get this floor down. It's going to be so exciting. I think I'm going to start here, right in the middle where the threshold is, and go straight back, and then work my way over this way and this way, and then I'm stopping when I hit the toilet because I have no idea. I'm very dyslexic. I have no idea how to cut around this toilet. I've watched videos. It's like magic. I have no idea how they're doing it. So I'm probably going to mess up several tiles trying to get around this toilet. Once I get past that curve, though, I should be okay, but hopefully I end on a pretty good section where I can figure that out, but we'll see. Yeah, so this floor is going to, half of this floor is going to get done tonight. I'm very excited about that. And then tomorrow, instead of finishing the floor, I'll probably start on the tile wall and then put Kitty's, well, I'm going to put Kitty's thing back as soon as I finish the floor, but I want to do this tile wall too to seal up anything. All right, so let's go. I'll see you in about 2 hours, show you what I did.
Progress update, a little bit. So, all that's left, which is a lot, tidying and caulking that strip, and then putting a trim on it probably. This side right here, under this cabinet. Put this here for Kitty, so she can do our business. And then of course, the entire back needs to be done. But it's looking modern. Is that looking better? You think so?
I just want to step on it.
Oh, you're not stepping on it tonight. I'll tell you that much. Floor is going to shift. It's going to move. We're going to let it rest.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
Gonna finish the floor today. Hadar's getting the rest out from underneath of the sink. The sink is dry. It's so good. However, back on this side, there was some mold under a tile. So he's gonna get those too. Just to make sure. Just to make sure. That's an old tile.
Here.
Thank you. He's got the phone. And he's going to look up under here and see what is in the very back because he sees something. Here, Hadar. Okay, I'm back in the bathroom. Been in the bathroom for a while. Making small cuts around toilets that are odd angles. Several angles on one cut. Very hard. But I have 2.5 strips there, 2.5 strips here. I've already done these two. Basically, I'm just like cutting it the longest length, and then I'm just laying it on here, and I'm cutting away with a utility knife, slowly. Cutting it when it doesn't fit, I keep pushing it and then cutting it. Pushing it and cutting it until it fits in that hole. Do have little gaps that's going to get filled with caulk, so I'm not too worried about that. Back here is a really total mess. I've had to do all kinds of stuff to get this floor back here because there was no floor, so we put a board and then I put a furring strip and I caulked it and put the great stuff, that foam. Well, I had to cut the foam because it expanded too much. I even put some of this foam here because the wood was missing. Didn't use putty. We're not walking on this side of the toilet, so I caulked it. I'm going to put more silver tape around it and then put this piece down. Instead of moving this toilet thing, I'm just gonna prop it up on one back foot, and then when I get back there, I'll prop the front up, and I'm gonna piece together in the back, I think. I just don't know how to do that. And yeah, it'll get done though.
You aren't subscribed yet?
Please subscribe and like.
Comment and share FoolyLiving.
Too big of a big deal, but the back there's about 1 inch, so I do have to figure that out, and there's a pretty big hole right there. It's an egg cutter. Came up with this.